All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live stream. First and foremost, I want to apologize for us not being able to come online last week. It was due to some unforeseen circumstances that was actually beyond our control. However, the last time we came online, we were, here, and it was a very interesting moment. And if you have forgotten, if you have not seen that video, you can also check out that video on the channel and watch the video because it's going to be a life-changing encounter for you. One of those things I mentioned that day was we talked about the why we need to embrace solitude, why we need to also embrace the act of journaling. And I want to believe that by the virtue of the knowledge that was brought our way that particular day, you're actually with your journal this night because there are a lot of things that you need to pen down. Yes, it's going to be a very short time, but within that short time, it is embedded with a lot of things. Now, without wasting much of your time, let me just give you an insight into what is coming your way this night. Recently, there's one of my friends that we've been in touch, and over time, he has always been bitter by the way people treat him. In all fairness, he's a good person, but then he feels jilted year in year out. So I was wondering rather, and I looked at it that it's actually because there's a lesson that has not actually been learned. And in tonight's video, we're going to be looking at how you can handle your friends. So many people we talk about friends, and I wonder whether we actually know what it means to call somebody a friend. So if I may title tonight's live stream, I will say that how do you spot and handle unfriendly friends? There's some friends that they are around you, but you don't know their intention, so that eventually you will not be left devastated. I came across a talk by one of the renowned preachers and speakers years ago, and it was a life defining moment for me. And since that time, I can actually tell your intention even as you move through. That's one side. Another side to the story is that there are a large number of us that will feel like we actually have all it takes to succeed on our own. But by the time you finish with what we are bringing your way this night, you will observe that nobody can actually attain, the highest point that the person wants to attain solely. We all need people to survive, and the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the people that you have around you. Somebody said your net worth is actually dependent on your network. So if you are of that opinion that you don't need people to survive, my brother and my sister, the truth is that we all need people to survive. There are three categories of friends that you need to know about, and the earlier you understand them, the better for you, so that you know how to classify your friends according to these three categories. So please, I want to appeal to you to just get your journal. I have my own journal here. I want to believe that you have yours too. Get your journal and pen down a few things. It's a short time, and let's make the most of that time. That time is a time that you should not waste. In this dispensation that we are in, is a dispensation where we are so connected and we have a lot of resources around us. We are always online, yet we don't tend to make headway in our daily living. So make judicious use of this time, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you very much, and we'll go on a very short break. And after that short break, you'll be listening to a particular insightful information. Stay tuned.
And walk in the area of your destiny. You can't be limited to just working, to be covered by God and walk in the area of your destiny. You can't be limited to just working with people who look like you. or think like you or vote like you or dress like you. You got to get out the box, because God's going to use a whole lot of people to bless you, to move in and out of your life, and you can't be narrow or one-dimensional. This is a coat of many colors. Oh yes, it's a coat of many colors. Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. There are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong, because they are confidants. If you have two or three of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number two, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third.
All right. Before we proceed, let me just elucidate a little, on what you've just listened to, and I'll cite an example. For instance, as a student, you have level mates, you have classmates, whether at secondary school level or at institution level. Now, one thing you should know is that you are calling everybody your friend. That does not really mean that everybody is meant for you. The speaker said something. He said one thing about the constituents is that they are not actually for you. It's just that they are for what you are for. For example, everybody is for success. All of us, we are together and want to succeed. So long you are interested in succeeding, you find people that are also interested in succeeding, and they will come around you. Never mistake them for a friend or a confidant. And so you should be careful of who you share your secret with. Because any day they meet somebody that is more intelligent or more skillful than you, they will leave you and off they go. So don't confuse them for somebody that actually have interest in you or in what you believe in. They are just interested in what you are interested in. And so long their aim is being achieved, they stay with you. And then they meet somebody that is more intelligent as a student, off they go. So the earlier you understand that they are not actually into you, they are just interested in what you are interested in. So the better for you. So you should know that the day they find somebody that is more intelligent, if it has to do with business, somebody that is more promising, somebody that is more wealthy, the day they find such, they will leave you and off you go. So if you are that kind of person that you are so into them and you've shared all of your life secrets, not knowing that they are not actually your confidant. Mind you, he says something that a confidant is somebody that they are not always available. If you can get 2 or 3 confidants in your lifetime, I tell you, you're a blessed person. So you should be careful of that, so that when they leave you, you will not be devastated. Now let's proceed.
Group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose, and when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody.
All right, let's hold it there before we wrap it up on today's edition of this program. And then before we proceed, can I please crave your indulgence that you please give offering? It's offering time, it's offering time. And what do I mean? Our offering on this channel is, please just do well to click the like button. click the like button, and also if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell so that each time interesting content is being dropped on this channel, you'll be notified. And also, whenever we have a live stream like this that is edifying, you can also be part of those people that will be partaker. Please do well to like this video and also share with your enemy. Now, before we wrap it up, now one thing I want you to understand about life is this: there's nobody that goes far in life with multitude of friends. I don't know why this is coming up at this time, but I feel this is what God wants us to share this night. And perhaps maybe you've been naming, friends in quotes, and you don't understand them. You might be out there and some time ago and in your life you've been jilted here and there. You've seen friends that you help them, you've been good to them, and all of a sudden they just make a move and off they go. I want to tell you that you are not taking the right approach. There's no other friend than the friend that you have in Jesus. That's one thing you need to know. And the second thing is that in order for you not to be left devastated or downtrodden anymore, you need to understand and take into account all that you are hearing this night. 3 categories of friends that you have, and if you can categorize your friend according to those 3 names that have been mentioned, then it's going to help you and it will be a better idea for you. Let me share this example with you. Now, there was a time ago like that while in school, there was a colleague like that, and we were reading Platons and we studied together. That was what brought us together. But thank God I came across this early enough, and I knew that it is practically impossible to be friends with everybody. So all I did was that as you're coming close, the first thing is that I don't even allow you to choose me as friend. I choose who I'm friends with. Now, as you're coming close, I try to justify your interest. Why are you coming close? Which category to belong? If I observe that okay, this person belongs to a constituent, don't forget one common ground between a constituent and a comrade is the fact that they will always leave you. And so when they leave, you won't be surprised because they were never your confidant in the different place. They were just a comrade. So one or a constituent, as the case may be. So once you spot such, you should know that these are the people who are for me, and these are the people who are not for me. And for those that feel like I have it all, I don't need anybody to survive, you feel you are that intelligent, you feel you have that resources, you feel your parents, they are there for you, or you have a very, very soft landing, a good background, and so you feel you are all in all, you don't need anybody. Please don't go yet. Stay tuned and listen to the end of this particular piece that I brought your way. Then we'll call it a wrap afterward.
Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gates. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody. Can I preach on to be covered by God and walk in the area of your destiny? You can't be limited to just.
All right. Now, right about now, we'll be calling it a wrap on this channel. But please, I want to also crave your indulgence. A large number of us, we don't know the efficacy of liking a video online. And let me tell you, in case you are not abreast of this information, one thing that you do by liking a video is that you're actually helping YouTube recommend that content to people, because by liking that content, it means that people are actually seeing that kind of a content, and this is a content that should go viral, that everybody should see. So please, I will see have more people that have joined in. Please like this video, and if you have not subscribed, also subscribe to the channel, and God will bless you for doing so. Now, before we call it a wrap, I want to just pinpoint the high point in this particular video. One thing you should know is that God will send somebody to you. But the earlier you understand that you need somebody to get headway, the better for you. If you have that mindset that you don't need people, it is not true. God will send somebody. And if peradventure you have sent somebody and because of your pride or because of your lack of sensitivity, you have missed such individual, I want to believe that as it stands now, you begin to have that kind of feeling that yes, I actually need people to survive, and so you should reorchestrate the way you relate to people because you need them to survive. And finally, the preacher said something there. He said, somebody helped you to get to school. Outside this example, then we'll call it a wrap on this edition of this live stream. There was a time while in, I think, first year or second year, a very close friend of mine walked up to me and he said, I am dropping out of school. I was so curious, and he told me that he was not going to share it with anybody, that I would be the only person he was going to talk to it about. Yes, I understand his concern because he was not actually measuring up with the cost and he was having a lot of carryovers here and there, so he was struggling. But then I told him something. I said, I appreciate the fact that you confided in me as a friend to have been able to tell me. He said, this is what I want to do in life. I want to go into military. But then the military of a thing is not coming through. Then I said, will you listen to me? Let me just advise you. I understand your concerns that you are not actually finding it funny in discourse, but then I want you to know that you have a friend. At least if there's anybody that you can actually lean on his shoulder, when you feel like crying, you can cry on his shoulder. You have my shoulders. And I told him, I said, I don't know it all. I'm not the best of all. In fact, I was not the best in my department and my course. But I told him, I said, as much as it lies on me, each time you need help, know that you have a friend that can always come through for you. Please and please, don't drop out yet. While we pursue this other side of military of the thing, can we just push it? Because even if today you graduate, before they ask you your grade, the first thing that you can tell people is that yes, I'm learned. I'm also a graduate. Then, depending on the kind of help you are seeking or the kind of opportunity you are seeking, then your results can actually, play a huge role in that. Thank God in this, and that's why what I'm bringing out in this is that you need people. Somebody help you get out of that problem. Somebody actually have come through for you before. Somebody will still pull you out of that mess that you are, because God will send somebody and they will not come on his own from heaven. Eventually, yes, he could not graduate with us in record time, but after a few semesters he graduated, and I was out of school and he called me. He said, thank you, it was because of you that I stayed back. What am I saying is that we all need people. In that situation that you are in, you are downcast and you need encouragement, please, I want to appeal to you. The devil is happy where you are sorrowful. So all you need to do is, irrespective of your condition, come out of your shell and be joyous. One thing the devil hates the most is to see you being joyous despite your circumstances. We all need people. Look at people around you, classify them according to these three categories. Then you'll be able to know where they fit in a lifetime. If you can get 2 to 3 confidants, you're a blessed person. On that note, we'll be calling it a wrap on this live stream today. I want to appreciate all my viewers that have joined in across the globe, and I also want to appreciate you because you are the one that is actually encouraging me. If not for you, I will not be here, but because of you, God has made this happen. So I want to appeal to you, please. You can also watch this video over and over again, and you will also gain a lot of things from it. If you have not written down a lot of things that have been said in the video, reward the video so that you can get virtually everything that is being said. Thank you very much. And next week is going to be another insightful edition. To be honest, so please, I want to please encourage you to also come through. Next week it will be a different ball game entirely. So I don't know what God will share with us yet, but I'm very sure that it will be another insightful experience on this channel. So please, this is where you're supposed to be all the time. Stay tuned, and God will bless you. I will see you next week.